Welcome back. Welcome back. This is episode 4 of Spa Hunting in New York City. I don't have an intro yet, so bear with me. This is going to be it for now. So it's Saturday morning. I am on my way to work, and I gotta deliver week 3. I think I'm going to change it from a week to episode, just because like some weeks there's not too much going on. So this is episode 3 of finding a new retail space for my business, my spa in New York City. Okay, so what the heck? I'm driving, sorry, my mirror is like doing something weird. Okay, we're back. So, last episode, I was kind of talking about how I thought I had the space, but then I didn't get the space, and I was really sad about that. So, since then, and sorry for saying but I wanted to do this series on YouTube so that way I had a lot more space to talk and just share everything that's going on. So there might be some ums and uhs and pauses and all that stuff, but just bear with me. This is like unfiltered conversation like we would get if we were in the treatment room. So since that has happened, the sun is so bright. Since that has happened, I thought, the broker that I've been working with, he said, all right, we'll find you a new space. Now, I didn't realize that he was Jewish and that there were Jewish holidays. So there was a few days where he didn't respond to me, and I got really nervous because I'm like, oh my gosh, he doesn't want to work with me because this space. I know, completely crazy and irrational, but whatever. He also didn't tell me that there was a holiday that he was celebrating and he would be unavailable. So it just left me to panic. I'm like an anxious person sometimes, but anyway, so I didn't realize that it was a holiday, and when he didn't respond to me, I had reached out to another broker that a friend of mine had used, and I'll insert the clip here. I really like this space. I'm assuming these are elevators, which is a plus because you'll see later. It's huge. It's, like I said, it's bigger than the space that I have now, and the building might do construction. There's a private bathroom. I think this one has a lot of potential, and I haven't seen it in person, but I hope to do that very soon. And I really like that space. Like, obviously it's a digital rendition of what the space could be, but it's bigger than the space that I have now. It's a great price, if I'm being honest with you, and the building would do construction. Like, that's one thing about some of the places that I liked, is that I was gonna have to pay for construction on my own, which, small business, not really any funding. I haven't gotten any loans or anything. I was able to get a line of credit, but the interest rates on line of credits are ridiculous. So I have that, but I don't want to use it, so I'm trying to be as conservative as possible. But the transition time, it's gonna require some money, and just being totally transparent. And this is for anybody who's growing, building, or has an SD or any beauty biz, honestly. That's why I wanted to share my story, because somebody might need to hear it. So anyway, that broker showed me a place that said that the building might do construction. She said the building will do construction. Now, I haven't seen the place in person yet, because when I spoke to that broker, she was like, babe, you're way too early. You need to relax. And I was like, what do you mean relax? My lease is up in 5 whole months. I can't relax. And she was like, no, that's a very extreme exaggeration of what happened. But she told me, call her back in January. So I was like, I don't know. That's kind of a long time. It's kind of scary to me. So she's like, people are going to want you to sign right away. So you're just way too early. She told me to come back in February, and then when I told her I was nervous about that, she said, okay, so come back in January if you're nervous about February, but even that is way too early. So since then, what I did was I asked the company that I rent from now, what it looks like if I break my lease early. I don't necessarily want to do it because I like to honor my word, but also the rent is really high, which I knew getting into that, and whatever, that's a conversation for another day. So anyways, in the meantime, after I spoke with her, the very next day, the other broker got back to me, and then he explained to me that it was a Jewish holiday, and after that, we went to go see 2 more places. Okay, I'm on the highway now. We'll finish this video later. I'm gonna insert the clips of the other spaces and cue the voiceover. Okay, so this is one of the first places that the broker showed me. Because I talk too much, I'm going to get to the point. The downside about this is that it's a 4th floor walk up, and I don't know if my clients are going to be willing to do that. Like, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's huge, it needs some work, but not as much as the other place that you're about to see right now. But it's the 4th floor, so I'm like, I have to pass. This is the next space that I saw. It's even bigger than the first place, and yeah, it's in rough condition. As you can see, it needs a lot of work. And
Thank you
it's
so
beautiful. I
much.
mean, it has a lot of potential. Rather, it's a 3rd floor walk up, which again, it's still a walk up. So I don't know how many of my clients are going to be willing to do that. Plus, it severely limits disabled, elderly, pregnant, lazy folks. And then look at this whole additional space in the background. Like, this is more space than I would even know what to do with. But
Do you know
if
what's
I
in this? Is
could,
there another
I would
room?
figure it out. But again, it's a
What's
3rd floor
here
walk up. I
behind
don't
your?
know if you've made it this
Okay.
far in the video. Would you go to
Wow.
either one of these spaces if it was a
This is
3rd or 4th floor
huge.
walk up? I'm just curious. I passed on both of them to be